This is Mac OS Ken.
A ruling in the Epic v. Apple case, mixed reaction on the financial front, and oh so much TV talk. It is Monday, the 13th of September, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Ladder. Smart, dynamic term life insurance. Learn more at ladderlife.com/macOSCan. This show is also sponsored by Upstart, fair and fast personal loans. A lot of people have had a lot of financial trouble over the past year. If you're one of them, Upstart can help you regain your footing and get things back on track. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment. Upstart looks at more than just your credit score, factoring in income and employment history. That lets them offer smarter rates with trusted partners. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate upfront for loans between $1,000 to $50,000, and you can receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/macOSCan. UPSTART. That's upstart.com/macOSCan. Don't forget to use my URL to let them know I sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/macOSCan. U.S. District Judge Yvonne Gonzalez-Rogers came back with her ruling in the Epic Games versus Apple fight on Friday. Her decision is seen by most as a win for Apple. Not an outright win, more of a it could have been a lot worse win. Basically, Apple has to let developers put buttons and links in their apps to take customers to third-party payment options. Effectively, says a piece from TechCrunch, the judge has ruled that Apple cannot prohibit developers from adding links for alternative payments beyond Apple's App Store-based monetization. Remember the deal Apple made with lawmakers in Japan for outside payments for Reader apps? Yeah, this is basically that, but for every app that wants to take advantage. According to the ruling, Apple can no longer stop developers from including in their apps and their metadata, buttons, external links, or other calls to action that direct customers to purchasing mechanisms in addition to in-app purchasing, and 2, communicating with customers through points of contact obtained voluntarily from customers through account registration within the app. Not what Apple would have wanted, but again, could have been worse. The App Store might have been deemed a monopoly. It was not. Quoting Judge Gonzalez-Rogers, while the court finds that Apple enjoys considerable market share of over 55% and extraordinarily high profit margins, these factors alone do not show antitrust conduct. Success is not illegal. With that part, Apple was pleased. TechCrunch had an Apple spokesperson responding to the ruling saying, "Today the court has affirmed what we've known all along. The App Store is not in violation of antitrust law. As the court recognized, success is not illegal. Apple faces rigorous competition in every segment in which we do business, and we believe customers and developers choose us because our products and services are the best in the world. We remain committed to ensuring that the App Store is a safe and trusted marketplace that supports a thriving developer community and more than 2.1 million U.S. jobs, and where the rules apply equally to everyone." As far as changes wrought, all of this should go down sooner rather than later. A piece from Ars Technica says the judge gave Apple 3 months to enact the required changes, just in time for the holidays. Not happy with the decision, Epic CEO Tim Sweeney. He took to Twitter on Friday saying, Fortnite will return to the iOS App Store when and where Epic can offer in-app payment in fair competition with Apple in-app payment, passing along the savings to consumers. Sounds like he's saying it's not enough for him to be able to tell users right there in the app how they can pay less for what they want from other places. Sounds like he thinks they should be allowed to host payments right there in the app. That would indicate that he sees some value to having payments happen in the app, leaving one to wonder why he thinks he should get something of value for nothing. That's only one thing that might be upsetting the CEO. Another, the $3 million something Epic owes Apple. Remember, all of this started when Epic broke its developer agreement with Apple and started offering in-app payments of its own. That was a clear violation of the contract Epic signed with Apple, and that's enough to get them booted, not only according to Apple, but also according to Judge Gonzalez-Rogers. A piece from Mac Rumors says Apple is under no obligation to allow Fortnite back into the App Store, and further, the injunction preventing Apple from banning the Unreal Engine developer account has ended. Apple is well within its rights to remove Epic's access for Unreal Engine development and distribution. The piece also has a quote that seems to be from Friday's ruling. It says Apple's termination of the Developer Program License Agreement, or DPLA, and the related agreements between Epic Games and Apple was valid, lawful, and enforceable, and Apple has the contractual right to terminate its DPLA with any or all of Epic Games' wholly owned subsidiaries, affiliates, and or other entities under Epic Games' control at any time and at Apple's sole discretion. Oh, and Epic owes Apple money for the sales Apple lost when Fortnite was running its unauthorized side channel. As a result of the lawsuit, says the earlier piece from TechCrunch, Rogers ruled that Epic Games will have to pay Apple 30% of the $12 million it earned when it introduced its alternative payment system in Fortnite, which was then in breach of its legal contract with Apple. Almost immediately after the ruling, indications were that Epic would appeal the decision. Then, proving that there is really no rest for the wicked, it did just that. News hit Sunday that Epic had already begun the appeals process. A piece from The Verge brings word of the filing. The filing itself is mostly form, like boxes with names and emails and such. Though it starts with purpose, it wants to argue the decision. Now, a couple of Apple-watching financial analysts find themselves somewhere between unconcerned and pleased by Friday's ruling. Apple 3.0 has two parts of early notes. Seeming unconcerned, Piper Sandler analyst Harsh Kumar. Quoting his note, "We believe the strength of Apple's ecosystem across both hardware and software and services creates a sticky platform for developers. Users will ultimately balance between ease of use and price regarding in-app purchases, and we feel the Apple ecosystem still has a major role to play in that process." He and his don't see Friday's ruling having a material impact on Apple's broader business at this point in time. Kumar has an overweight rating on Apple shares and a price target of $175. Sounding more pleased, Evercore analyst Amit Daryanani, pointing out that Judge Gonzalez-Rogers didn't deem Apple a monopoly. Ad Rock's note says, "We think the eventual impact from here will be driven by A, how many developers will continue to use Apple's payment system for ease of use, and B, will gamers really stop a game midway to go to a website and purchase the needed widget?" Hey, do you think that's the value Sweeney sees? Anyway, Daryanani has an outperform rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $180. While Apple analysts were calm and analytical, Apple shareholders seem to have been less so. After the closing bell on Friday, Apple Insider ran a piece reporting a loss of $5.10 for Apple shares, a drop of 3.3 percentage points on Friday alone. Trading peaked at $155.48 early in the day. But the piece says Apple shares started falling and kept right on doing that, right about the time news of the Epic case decision broke. Of course, tomorrow is another day, and it's a big one. The Cupertino Company is California streaming on Tuesday. The socially distanced Just Push Play media event is expected to feature a new iPhone or two, a new Apple Watch, maybe some other stuff. The event is set for tomorrow, Tuesday, the 14th of September at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. You can watch it happen in sync with everyone else on Apple's events page, apple.com/events. They can also be viewed through the Apple TV app, so pretty much on anything with a screen. And finally, it will also be streamed on Apple's YouTube page. More news in a moment, but first a word from Ladder. Smart, dynamic term life insurance. Do you ever think about the things that we have today that we didn't have before? Stuff like streaming video services that let you see what you want, when you want, without having to go anywhere. Making or receiving a phone call, when you have gone somewhere. Old things done in whole new ways. Here's another example. Term life insurance and Ladder. Before Ladder, if you wanted to get life insurance, you had to go someplace, sit through a sales pitch, fill out a ton of paperwork, then wait for weeks to see if you're approved. Now, with Ladder, you can get fast, affordable term life insurance without leaving home. It's all online when you apply for $3 million or less in coverage. No doctors, no needles, no paperwork. And pretty quick, too. Going through the initial process took me less time than you'll spend listening to today's show. If you're between the ages of 20 and 60, need coverage, and want to team up with a company that's redeeming life insurance, choose Ladder. Go to ladderlife.com/macOSKen today to see if you're instantly approved. LADDER. That's ladderlife.com/macOSKen. ladderlife.com/macOSKen. If you think the number of projects planned for Apple TV Plus is hard to keep up with now, a piece from The Information says, just you wait. iDownload blog highlights the information info. According to that, while many have seen Apple's video streamer as a halo service, a gateway drug to all of the bliss Apple has to offer, Apple is said to be looking at it as its own thing, as a wholly standalone business, according to iDownload blog, meant to stand on its own merit. Of course, it will need a lot more titles to make that happen, and it is gonna get them. According to the report, Apple TV Plus plans to add something new to watch every single week throughout 2022. Sure, that pales in comparison to Netflix, which seems to add something new to watch every single day. Still, the piece says that pace will double the output for Apple TV Plus itself. Apple TV Plus is restarting another kids show. Engadget says the Cupertino streamer has acquired Yo Gabba Gabba. According to the report, all of the property's existing episodes and specials will make their way to Apple's streaming service, with plans to make 20 additional episodes, according to the piece. Yo Gabba Gabba is the third children's property with which Apple has done or is doing this. The company is currently home to a number of Peanuts specials, with new specials and series already produced. The company also hosts the original 4 seasons of Fraggle Rock. So far, Apple has only produced 3 short additional episodes of that. It's unclear when or if more episodes of the Jim Henson creation are on the way. John Lithgow is hopping into another Apple TV Plus production. iDownload blog says the actor is joining Julianne Moore for the film Sharper, a co-production of Apple Original Films and A24. If you're wondering what it's about, the short answer is New York City. I know that's vague, but official descriptions don't make it less so. iDownloadBlog says the original report on the film says it unfolds within the secrets of New York City, from the penthouses of Fifth Avenue to the shadowy corners of Queens. Motivations are suspect, and expectations are turned upside down when nothing is as it seems. See? Vague. I said Lithgow is joining another Apple TV Plus production. Last month it was reported that he had joined the cast of the Martin Scorsese film Killers of the Flower Moon, currently in production for the Cupertino streamer. News of a new series coming soon to Apple TV Plus. Apple issued a press release Friday announcing a premiere date for the series Swagger from creator and showrunner Reggie Rock Bythewood, NBA superstar Kevin Durant, and Imagine's Brian Grazer. Inspired by Durant's experiences, the press release says Swagger explores the world of youth basketball and the players, their families, and coaches who walk the fine line between dreams and ambition and opportunism and corruption. Off the court, the show reveals what it's like to grow up in America. Apple says the 10-episode first season will start with 3 episodes on Friday, the 29th of October. They'll run out the rest of the season 1 episode per week through the middle of December. And finally today, congratulations to the Apple TV Plus series Ted Lasso. Again. Apple Insider says the comedy series picked up 2 Creative Arts Emmys over the weekend. One was for Outstanding Single-Camera Picture Editing for a comedy series. The other was for Outstanding Sound Mixing for a comedy or drama series, half-hour, and animation. Both were awarded for the episode The Hope That Kills You. Those 2 were picked up on Saturday, the first of 2 nights for the Creative Arts Emmys. Night 2 saw the show take home 1 more trophy. A piece from Vulture says the series also won the award for Outstanding Casting for a Comedy Series. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Upstart. Fair and fast personal loans. Learn more and check your rate at upstart.com/macOSCan. This show is also sponsored by Ladder, smart, dynamic term life insurance. Learn more at ladderlife.com/macOSCan. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. info@macoscan.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.